know what's the worst is when they're telling you a story and you want to listen, but just what they're talking about, you can't even retain it. So I was supposed to go out to lunch with Jennifer. I'm all ready to do that. I show up. She's there with Susan. She knows I hate Susan. I look like Susan's been going to the gym. I mean, at that point, your head is like a newborn baby. You're trying to hold it up. You know, you can't. Even if you're trying to pay attention, you can't. Then you just start staring at their mouth after a while. Like, I can't believe it keeps coming out. This is f***ing unbelievable.
It keeps coming out.
It starts fading off. You start thinking about your own life, right? Why did I take Nebraska given 28? The f*** is wrong with me? All of a sudden, our voice go,
Is
goes
that
up.
sports?
Like, that was a question. All right, now what do? Can't say yes, you can't say no. You got to come with something neutral. Hey, what the f*** you gonna do? What are you gonna do? It is what it is. You put one foot in front of the other, and you know,
Do the best you can, guys.
halftime adjustments.
Putting themselves into a possible position.
Relationship with 2 kids. See, I've been together since I was 16 years old. You know, I had 2 children as a teenager. And I can honestly say that as young adults raising 2 children, we did pretty okay. But about 6 years into the relationship, I began to feel stuck. While he was sticking to and accomplishing all of the goals that he had set for himself, I was feeling like my life was just becoming like a revolving door of mother and wife duties. And then the goals that I had for myself would come last. I would come up with all these plans on how we could, you know, relocate to California as a family. But he never spoke life into it. And when it all hit the fan, I walked away from everything. And you know what was the hardest? The judgment after leaving that relationship. An overflow of blessings and opportunities started to come my way.
But she basically walked away from her husband and her 2 kids. I'm with my husband. I'm telling him we should go to California. Baby, this man is the leader of the household. You follow him, he doesn't follow you. Women.
Exactly. They walk out and they wonder why bad things are happening and they can't find love anymore.
Get out of my face.
This woman faced instant karma after starting a fight in a fit of road rage.
Let's go! Get out of the store! You want to run? Get out of the store there! Get out! Get out! I didn't touch your car. You were on my gun. Come and touch me because my man's right from here. Come and put your hands on me. I ain't driving crazy. Your was on my I went to the other lane. Get out of my face. What the heck?
As if it weren't already bad enough, she's about to get reprimanded by a man for her bizarre actions.
I can't be the only one with this kind of story. About 2 years ago, I was in a relationship with a man, but he was willing to invest in me physically, financially, emotionally, religiously, like all aspects. He wanted to make me a better woman for him. Well, he boosted my self-esteem and my well-being so much that I thought that I could do better than him.
Interesting.
And now fast forward, I am now post dealing with a narcissist. I now understand that not all men have your best intention at heart. Not all men will invest in you, and not all men will uplift you. So when you get the opportunity to date such a man, do not let it go.
And they say that men only make these types of mistakes. Men are fumbling the bag. How could you fumble a 10? She's so beautiful. Apparently these modern women have the same issue. That's unfortunate. Left a good man and this is what you...
So my friend, she thinks you're really cute, but she's just kind of shy. Is it okay if she comes over here?
Yeah.
Okay. Come
These wouldn't be walking out the house with anything.
here.
No, immediately.
This is my sister. This is my... Very rude. I'm looking for a sugar baby.
I'm just gonna have to be...
Excuse me? My friend thinks you're really cute, but she's just shy. Is it okay if she comes over here?
Yeah.
Come here. She's coming. Come here. This is my sister. Nice to meet you. She thinks you're really cute.
He looking like how y'all know each other. Because how do y'all know each other? I'll tell you why. Both of them want foolishness. Men do not want this. Stay out of their face.
Hey, this is a crash out post. I'm currently crashing out. Sorry in advance. Women,
women, do not get married and have kids unless you plan on and are capable of becoming a single mom. Because 9 times out of 10, 8 times out of 10, I don't know, statistically high, that's probably what's gonna happen to you. Now, I love being a mom. I really do. And in fact, I quite enjoy most of the time being a single mom. This is not fair. The world is not set up for single moms. You will struggle. I don't care what job you have. I don't care how much you get paid. Especially in this economy right now, okay? The world is not set up for single mothers. It will be hard. It will test you in ways that you didn't know that you could even be tested. You will have to fight for those kids, most likely. You will have to fight for those kids. You will have to wake up every morning and question, just real talk, if motherhood is really something that you want anymore. Because these men make it so hard. They make it so hard to be a mom. They take away all of the tender moments of motherhood that you could have had, but you were stuck in survival mode. So you didn't even really get to enjoy it. You're just surviving, trying to raise these kids, trying to do the best you can, and you get $250 a month. What the That is pennies. That is the gas money it is taking me to drop them off at their father's house and pick them back up. $250 a month. And my ex is a nurse. $250 a month. I'm sorry. Oh, I don't even know if I'm going to post this.
But my sister is marrying my ex-boyfriend.
That's interesting.
In less than 3 weeks. And let me just tell you guys, we're out on this beautiful island. I'm trying to have a good time. I'm showing her grace. I'm showing up for her as a bridesmaid. But she is being a total bridezilla, giving me a hard time. Her marrying my ex-boyfriend is also the elephant in the room. And I'm getting pretty tired of everyone pitying me for this, for even showing up for her. Even my own mother called me before heading on a trip. She was like, I know this is going to be a hard time for you. Okay, like, girl, can you talk to your daughter? And my sister's giving me these bad vibes, these weird vibes, acting like I still want her man. I still want her Arnold. I don't even want Arnold anymore, guys. On this trip, I can say that I am interested in his best friend, Rome. So let's just see how this trip goes.
This is weird. I don't know why you'd be supporting her in this, but y'all need to talk it out and stop all of it.
Can we please talk about the fact that bathing suit companies have forgotten, like, the concept of modesty? And don't get me wrong, I own so many bathing suits, you don't even get it. Like, all of them are... It's just the fact that, like, if I want to go to the beach, like, with my family, for example, why is there a G-string up my... Both of my on display next to my father? Like, I don't understand. Like, it can't be that hard to make cute, like, semi-modest bathing suits. Because all the ones that I find that are, like, you know, like, coverage-full, like... They give coverage. They're ugly. Like, why? Can a bathing suit company just make, like, cute, semi-modest bathing suits? Like, that would be so appreciated.
This is step 1 in realizing body empowerment was a brainwashing tool. If you're not comfortable wearing something in front of your family, then this is clearly about objectification and not empowerment, or better tan lines, as some of you would like to call it.
They do it because you're not going to buy it. They make them for grandmothers. They used to make them for mom because they thought that moms would wear them in front of their kids. But nowadays, some of these women don't even have any shame about what they look like in front of their children. It doesn't sell.
So this was interesting. Check it out.
I saw a guy talking about how he's paying close attention to this work because he's wondering if people are going to start getting drafted, and men have to be worried about that, you know, and women in the comments, like, feminists are like, God forbid men have to do their duty. Now it's not toxic masculinity. When it comes to on a battlefield, we're all good with that. But any other time, it's this toxic masculinity. Like, now it's God has a design. We are all created differently. Women can't do what men can do. Yeah, I guess when it's going to cost you your life, your ideologies change real quick.
An ice cream date in your 30s is freaking crazy, but I forgot people are okay with the bare minimum. And this girl said, y'all some losers. Also, the fact that she's used every time she's referring to a woman says a lot about her. But this is for that girly. Personally, my first date, I got flown out. He booked a whole luxury picnic in a beautiful park. He booked a helicopter ride, and he took me on a fancy dinner. And guess what? That would have never happened if I kept accepting ice cream dates from other guys. I've said this many, many times. And women like that call women like me losers and delusional, are also the ones commenting on my videos and in my posts being like, oh, when is it my turn? When do I get princess treatment? As long as you keep accepting the bare minimum, probably never.
I think, because I think you said I think her name is by Michelle Diaz in the clip, but I think it ended up, I think she got married, and I'm not going to say her last name, but, when you scroll through the profile, what you're going to see, and this is, I don't think what a lot of modern women are including, is she's on his time schedule. She's doing the thing. I mean, we're going here, we're going there, we're doing this, we're doing that. And that's kind of what you need to be. A lot of these modern women don't even want to do that. First of all, by statistics, you're not going to run into a 1% man like that. That's number one. Number two, and you're getting these women's hopes up. Number one. Number two, you're not going to run into them and they're going to be on your schedule and you're going to still be a boss babe. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen at all. It's just not. The man is too driven. If the man says to you, well, this is where I want to go, this is what I want to do, and you like the vision, he's going to keep on going with that vision. Now, he's probably going to stop a little bit. Well, what do you want? Because he's going to spoil you, right? What do you want? Where do you want to go? Oh, I would like this, and I would want this, and I would like to go over here, right? But he's kind of choosing. And because, y'all like to think that men are jerks and stuff like that, but the man will sit back, he will slow down and take care of you like you're asking for. But most of the time, you're going to be on his schedule doing the things that he wants to do. If he's got to do something, don't bother him. Sit back there and be quiet. I think that's actually what she was doing in one of her photos. They had gone to Hong Kong. And she, it was a very nice view. But what was he doing in the view? Working. And what was she doing? Laying back on the bed. Let that man alone. A lot of modern women don't know when to be quiet.
There's so many TikToks talking about how being an independent woman is so much better. And it's amazing that you don't have to depend on anyone else. But I'm exhausted. I own my own house. I can pay my own bills. I work full-time 5 days a week. I'm a full-time single mum, and I think it's just exhausting because of how lonely it can be. So I go out, I go clubbing just to be surrounded by people, or my one night a week that I don't have my baby boy.
And this is what got you where you are today. Strong, independent lifestyle. It's got you begging for somebody because you're so lonely.
I hate thinking about it, but I've wanted a romantic relationship for years, and I've still never been in one. And yeah, I spend too much time grinding games. I watch too much romance anime, and I keep to myself a lot. But if I'm being honest, bro, that's only part of the reason. I sometimes get jealous of my friends. Many of them have had relationships in the past, and it just seems so easy to them. They find a girl they're into, and this girl just likes them back for who they are. And I've wanted that same connection for years, bro, but I've never gotten it. And for the longest time, bro, I literally blamed everything. I'd tell myself stuff like, I'm just too much of a nerd. It's too difficult for men to date nowadays. The girls I find attractive would never be into me. I'm just unlucky. But after looking in the mirror, the truth became way less comfortable. I haven't actually put myself out there. And not because I like being lonely, but because I'm so scared of being rejected. Like, I am so incredibly scared of talking to a girl I find attractive and being told no, and not getting that same energy back. And I'll admit it, bro, I'm scared of talking to girls. I'm realizing, bro, that what I've wanted all these years wasn't just a girlfriend, it was to feel chosen. I want to have someone that I'm into, that I choose, and they choose me back. Someone that chooses me for my authentic self and thinks, I want to be with you. And as someone who's always had low confidence, it's impossible to imagine a girl choosing me. Recently, bro, I've been thinking, if I stay alone and never put myself out there, never even give anyone the chance to choose me, I'm already rejecting myself. I'm sure you guys know it already. Rejection sucks. But if getting rejected is part of finding a relationship, I'll face rejection as many times as I have to. It's like that one saying, there's no light without darkness. Since being alone and being rejected both hurt, I might as well put myself out there. If you made it this far, bro, this probably resonated with you, so let's promise each other something. Together, bro, we're gonna try to put ourselves out there more. We're gonna be uncomfortable. We're gonna get vulnerable. We're probably gonna get rejected too, and that's totally okay. Because honestly, bro, what's gonna hurt more? Getting rejected by a few girls, or regretting being alone your whole life, thinking, if only I put myself out there, and if only I took that risk. Anyways, love you guys. Peace.
Y'all have been begging me to talk about this topic, and today is your lucky day. Let's call out some homophobic, shall we?
I am treading dangerous waters by saying this, but I think that a lot of you women's obsession with trying to find the smallest thing to call a man over is because y'all have a indirect kink for men.
I agree with this point on so many levels, I don't even know where to start. Let's start off with the ones that are attracted to the bad boy, YN, gangster, scammer, whatever. Those men are typically men that were raised by their mamas. So they have all of this feminine energy. Any man that is willing to shoot somebody over stepping on their J's, that's a feminine man. That is a man who is letting himself be led by his emotions in the same way that women do. So a lot of the girls are attracted to that. On the other end of that, I think they're attracted to these men secretly because a lot of these men in Hollywood are men. And these are the men that they love, idolize. I remember being a child and seeing the girls fan out over Trey Songz. And I was like, that's a man. And they were like, no, he's not, no, he's not. Yes, he is. August Alsina. I'll even say Chris Brown, and I don't care. Who want to fight me in the comments? These are men that y'all are lusting after. They've always been men. If the Diddy documentary told you nothing, these are men. Y'all like men. So although it's really trendy right now to be calling all these men sassy and all that stuff, really, y'all like that. Y'all have always liked that. And I secretly think you also like women, but we don't even have to go there.
I sued my parents for having me without my permission. But I just want to make a couple of things clear here.
Interesting.
So my parents that I sued, they contributed to, conceiving me, and my mother that raised me, she gave birth to me. And that's why I sued them, because I did not consent to being here. Like, I was unaware that I was going to have to grow up and get a job to support myself. And I just didn't consent to that. They didn't try to contact me in any way before I was born to see if I actually wanted to be here. And that's why I sued them.
Makes perfect sense. With logic like this, how can we go wrong? We are absolutely cooked.
1,000 singles coming to a singles event is crazy. Y'all gotta check this out.
Just sitting here thinking about how I went to singles night at church, and it was hundreds. I mean, at least 1,000. First I thought it was 500, but the pastor said it was 1,000 singles in attendance. Like, are we all living the same life at this point? Because I've never been in a room with that many single people, or even thought that it was even, I thought I was like the only one left. I mean, beautiful women, all types, shapes and sizes, literally African-American women. Like, a room full of singles. And I'm like, this has to be an experiment. Like, this has to be like assimilation, or is that the word I want to use? I think so. Like, I'm confused, and I'm like low-key, like nervous, like for us. We're shit for myself, fuck y'all. Because where are the men? Where are the men? Then again, don't know. Never mind. We know where they at. Bye.
Look here, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you women I told you so, but I will let Craig say it.
Told you. I told you. I told you. You ain't tell me.
Because this is what I keep talking about and other men are talking about. What did you think was supposed to happen? And the path that these women are on, it ain't gonna get any better. It's just not. And the sad part is there's probably some good women up in that room who has no chance of meeting a man because the men don't want to come to those events because of all the bad women. I just did a video talking about how women are out here asking where are the men, but men are not asking where are the women. How come women don't come to these single events? You never see that because it's not an issue for men. That is a woman problem. Now, when the lady said she was worried for us, I'm looking around like, who's us? Because this is not something men are worried about. I know you women don't believe it, but men are just not pressed about this like y'all are. And I know there's a bunch of women out there who could care less about any of this, but there are a bunch of women like those 1,000 women that was in that room. Well, my bad. She said it was 1,000 singles in that room. There was a couple of dudes in there. So let's say out of the 980 women in there, they care about it. And it sucks for them because a lot of those women don't deserve to be in that situation, but this is the situation that they're going to be in. I know a lot of women think I hate women because of a lot of stuff I talk about is negative towards women, but I really am trying to help you. When I come on here and show you the negative stuff and then talk about how to make it better, I'm not doing it because I hate you. I'm doing it because I want to see y'all do better. But I'd rather keep listening to those panderers who keep lying to you, and this is exactly why you're going to keep seeing events like that. And just to be clear, this isn't just a black thing. Men are not really attending these single events within any race. Men in general don't really want to be bothered with a lot of the women that are out there. And it's so crazy to me because a woman would come on here and make a video like this and talk about how there were no men, where are the men, she's getting worried, but then these same women would turn around and say they are the prize. Well, there were a lot of unclaimed prizes in that room, that's all I'm saying. But none of that is going to matter. You still see them walking around saying men should work to get them, men should fight to get them. If men are not even showing up to see you, what makes you think these men are going to want to go out there and fight for you? Wake up and step into 2026. Things are different. Again, I'm not telling y'all to go chase men, but y'all got to get off this pedestal and realize that y'all got to go out there and work just like the men have to work for us to make this thing happen. And even though you backed off the question at the end, you did ask a question. You said, where are the men? I think my boys from the woods said it best.
Back it. Hey, yeah. Back it. Hey, yeah.
But anyway, leave your thoughts on the video. Appreciate you watching. See you next time.
You know, I quite like, I think his TikTok handle was Mind of Kenji or something like that. I like his message. I think a lot of guys out there, they do feel a little insecure about being rejected. And, you know, we keep on hearing from modern women, oh, men, they don't want to be rejected. They're too afraid of this, and this. And like I keep on telling you, then it's not just the rejection that's keeping men at bay. It's the thing that the shall we say, added bonus that comes with rejection, right? Like he says, hey man, you and me, we're both scared of the same thing. Let's face it together, man. Let's just do it. Let's just bond together, and let's do it. Let's do it, man. Let's see if we can, you know, just go out there and get rejected and face rejection until we can find somebody. That's nothing new. Men have been doing that for eons of time, throughout the ages. Oh, I got rejected. You get laughed at. Your boys give you a hard time, and even the women, they give you a hard time. Your uncle, whoever, your family, give you a hard time about it, but you get over it. What you don't get over is people low-key bullying you, which is what modern women are doing. Nobody likes a bully. If you pick up your phone, and I know you don't see it this way, if you pick up your phone and start recording somebody, look at him, oh, ha, 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 make fun of him. Now it's not only you and the people that he knows that are going to come to his aid. I mean, it's just you and your friends, right? And even in some of those situations, we can even pull social media out of it. How many movies have there been made? How many situations have we seen where a bully in real life is picking on somebody, and as soon as that person got strong enough or powerful enough, they came back and did something about it? They didn't let them go. You have rich men. I think what's his name? He's a divorce lawyer. I think James Sexton, right? He went in a diner with his friends, old town that he grew up in, right? He went to that diner specifically because there was a man who used to bully him. Came in and he was ready to give it to him. And I'm about to tell him and I'm about to making good money, pretty good at his craft. Why would he be even worried about a guy that's running a diner? But he was. And then he came back there and they go, oh man, is it? And he started going, man, is that, man, look at, man, I always knew this guy was smart. And so Jim was like, I came in here ready to really tell this guy something, but he forgot about all that. He actually admires me. What was I doing? But he was ready to get payback. And this is how y'all are treating men. Y'all treat men like crap. Y'all put them online. Y'all bully them. Oh, you sassy. Oh, when y'all gonna grow some? When you gonna do? And you're actually bullying them. You're insulting them. You're trying to tear down their pride and degrade them is actually what you're doing. And when they say, okay, is that the way we're doing it? Okay, cool. Well, don't talk to me then. Don't come around me. Don't say nothing to me. I don't need nothing from you. Now you're receiving payback, and you're wondering where all the good men at, paying you back.
How do you date a feminist?
You don't. That's how you do it. I don't know about y'all boys, but I don't want to be in a relationship with a woman whose sole intent is to make me feel as irrelevant and unnecessary as possible. I don't know, but I like appreciation. You can be in that relationship. That's cool. But that's not for me. I'm all about female empowerment.
Right. All day.
I know feminism, though. Right. That new feminism is all about saying how we can replace y'all because we don't need men in the world.
If we walking up to the car and I don't open your car door, what do you say?
Open the door.
You better believe it.
Yeah, no, I am with you. I think
so. You make daddy a sandwich.
I think.
So we talked about down the road and the potential of us getting married and having kids. How do you feel about a prenup?
I mean, I have been exposed to so many women that are moms, that are married in relationships that they're going through a divorce process and they have nothing.
Yeah.
And they're starting literally from ground zero. One of my biggest fears is, thinking you have everything and you're good and then just getting the rug pulled out from underneath you. So I never want to be in a position where that happens to me.
Yeah. Okay, so in my personal opinion, like you lived your entire life without me in it until a few weeks ago. Like coming into it, you should keep whatever you've built. And I should keep whatever I built. And then once we start together on a journey of marriage and down that path, then we put everything 50-50.
Yeah,
I do think a prenup is necessary for the both of us.
Yeah. I just hear so much regret and they wish they could have done something differently.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Talking about divorce already feels so unnatural. I don't want to talk about that. It makes me realize that we really have been living in a bubble, and in reality, we kind of really just met.
I just don't even, I don't know.
Trying to get to know a woman in 2026 is rough as I still ask the basic questions like, what's your favorite color? What's your favorite food? Favorite movie? Favorite hobbies, you know what I'm saying? Just to fill a woman out so I can see what type of woman I'm dealing with, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of women see that as small talk, static, talking to a brick wall. But if I ask questions like, how much is your rent? How much is your nails? How much is your hair? Oh, now they ready to talk. These hoes be so money hungry that they don't even want to know about them. But when y'all have unwanted pregnancies, y'all want to act like you the victim. You don't know nothing about him and he don't know nothing about you. All y'all care about is what you gonna do for Big Mama for real. I'm not doing nothing for Big Mama, but nothing. What? Big Mama. Y'all so goofy nowadays. I didn't know that genuinely trying to get to know you was lame, goofy, small talk. Y'all only speak Cash App. Y'all only speak Apple Pay and shit. You is that money hungry. And it's so goofy. Now y'all wonder why y'all can't find no real man. Now y'all wonder why I only want to. You operate like a that only want to get the out of here, ho.
Day women just don't qualify for the top tier men, and that is the truth.
Do you believe you're a top tier man? By what standard?
I'm 6'4". Only about 8% of the entire world is 6'4". I make well over 100K a year, and I'm black at that if you add that on. So just if we're speaking about those figures, the things that women are attracted to, I'm not going to toot my own horn, but I'll let you do the math.
The conversation and the words that are coming out of the mouth of someone like you, I would never consider top tier. A man who displays a certain level of intellect that allows him to consider other people. A top tier man, they lead with love, not with dictatorship.
Okay. Notice it says absolutely nothing about love, right? Where is she getting this from?
They don't want to control their woman. They want to gently lead their woman.
A man who can't control his woman doesn't have a woman. She belongs to whoever can control her, right? If he can't control her, how can he save her from herself when the time calls for it, right? This is where she injects feminist talking points that will hopefully influence beneficial outcomes for women.
A top tier man creates space for a woman to feel good about herself.
This is where the conversation, as usual, becomes all about women.
a top tier man supports the dreams and the ideas of a woman. A top tier man prioritizes a woman.
A top tier man does not prioritize a woman. A top tier man prioritizes the orders that he receives from God Almighty. Next, he prioritizes his purpose. You see how she's setting the stage to influence men who may be listening to start treating women how she wants women to get treated, even though it has absolutely nothing to do with the definition of top tier. This is how selfish they are. Everything is about them. Everything.
Man is in leadership and working as hard as he is to give the woman the life of her dream.
Give the woman the life of her dreams? There we go, people. We were supposed to be talking about the definition of top tier men, but she found a way to make everything about women and giving women everything that they want. The nature of a woman is so diabolical. I wouldn't want to be this selfish if I could get away with it. They make absolutely everything about them, yet you never hear them discussing what they can do for anybody else. Ain't that something?
We need to make something very clear. As a man, I don't care if you are a personal trainer, I don't care if you are a Pilates instructor, I don't care if you are a professional athlete. You have no privilege to speak about a woman's body. You have zero right, you have zero privilege to be speaking about a woman's body, to be judging their movements, to be speaking about their metabolism, whether they have a good metabolism or a bad metabolism. You have zero right to speak about a woman's body. You know why? Because you're uneducated. You don't know. You really, at the end of the day, don't know. And I can say that with certainty because even the healthcare professionals don't know. There's not enough studying, there's not enough research on a woman's body. So to say this as nicely as possible, shut the up. Unless a woman is coming to you seeking your professional advice on her body or what she needs to be doing for movement, shut the up. No one asked you. You are not a woman, you are a man, and that's it, period. No privilege.
So do you think that with this line of reasoning that you have the authority to speak on what a man is? Like whenever I hear some women say, well, that's not a real man, or a man wouldn't do that, or a real man would do this. With this line of logic, do you think that you can actually speak on what men do? What a man actually is? You know what I mean? Like, at some point in time, just because you're laying out in the park in the hot sun, enjoying a little bit of sunshine, does not really give you the license to sit out there and say stupid stuff. It doesn't. You can't keep on saying that type of stuff. It makes no sense. And the thing is, in your heart of hearts, you know it doesn't make any sense. Not logically, not emotionally, not anything. Not a good argument for anything. You know that. If this is the way you're thinking, you need to get up from there, go home and take a nap. You need to refresh your mind. You need to go get something good to eat. Your local bakery, Panera Bread, a buffet if that's what you like. That's the kind of thing that you're into. Whatever you need to do to fill yourself up, then go get some rest to make sure all your systems are appropriately fueled and energized so that you won't come back on here and make statements like that.
So this article has been going around and we gotta talk about it. Because ladies, this affects you too. I know the dating pool out there is getting slimmer and slimmer. And this is what's going on. Men need to wake up because women no longer need a man or a relationship to be happy and be fulfilled in their lives. Trust me, I spent a lot of years singles. Yes, I had healing to do. Yes, was that a struggle for me? Yes, did I want a relationship? 100%. But I also spent that time working on myself, traveling the world, building a career, and I didn't need a partner. So it gave me the ability to take my time and find someone who truly added value to my life. This is what women are doing these days. We don't need men. We would like them. It would be nice to have one, but it's not a must-have. So women, do not feel bad if you are struggling to find a man. Keep your standards high and wait. I didn't meet my man until I was 34 and it was worth it because now I have a true partner who brings something to my life. He brings value. We bring value to each other's lives. But let me tell you, I dated so many like boys that I would have never committed to, because God, what would they be bringing to my life except for a headache? So this is time for men to wake up. And guess what? The right men are going to wake up. They're going to put in the effort. They're going to bring things to the table. And ladies, we just have to hold out for them and let these fuckboys be lonely and single. See ya.
So I agree with a lot of what Stacey is saying. A lot of these modern women, it's just talking points that aren't grounded in anything but their feelings, right? Well, yeah, you're in a dictatorship. Not really. It's just like you were saying. If you're saying I want me a man of God, then the man of God is going to be following God and what's in the Bible, right? Number one. Number two, at that point in time, it's going to be, okay, we got to fulfill the mission and the vision. And then I've got to be the ruler, the head, as the Bible talks about, of my family, of my household. That's my job, right? Nobody is bigger than the vision. Nobody is bigger than the goal. And that's what a lot of modern women are doing. They're trying to say, okay, I should be your number one priority. No, the goal, the vision is the number one priority. That's where we're trying to go. Even if I wasn't with you, then I would have to be going towards that goal anyway. You what you're saying, because that's what a helpmeet is, what you're saying is, I have skills to do that. I want to come alongside you and help. Okay, great. Nobody said anything about being a servant. Nobody said anything about being somebody's maid. You just said, I want to come along and help. Okay, well, let's go. I'm going to tie myself to this woman. She's going to tie herself to me. And we're making a commitment, making a pact. We're making a covenant, legally and spiritually, that we're going to go in this direction together. That's essentially what you're saying, right? But y'all say, okay, he wooed me with this stuff over here. So as long as he's giving me all of this stuff, I will support his vision. And we're not talking about love. We're not talking about respect, honor. We're talking about as long as he pays me this much, or covers these expenses. As long as he takes me on these types of trips, then I'm going in that direction. But if he don't, this whole marriage is null and void. None of it matters. And they'll be quick to say that.
So you're allowed to say everything that's wrong with men, but if I want to say about something that I've seen that's wrong with women, because for so many reasons, from propaganda, from media, from what feminism has poisoned us with, and I'll say something like, I've seen women be horrible to me or to one another, and I've witnessed some demonic stories. And like I said, it's not that she's jealous, it's that she's envious and she wants to take away what you have, not because she wants it for herself, simply because she doesn't want to see you be happy. The concept of seeing someone else happy short circuits her brain. And I do think that women can be so vicious and so aggressive, and especially when it comes to gossip and reputation, that's their arsenal of choice, right? But I'm not allowed to say this, and it's not me painting a brush that all women are horrible. I've seen some gorgeous divine women, but 1 in a million. The majority is not so fine and dandy and great. But I'm not allowed to say this. They'll deem me as a pick-me or all these horrible things, or as a misogynist or a woman hater or whatever it is. But it's so easy in the same breath to say, but not all men, but always a man. I'll tell you what, not all women, but always a woman. There's always a woman in my comments. Always.
Can you please let me out my room, please? Can you please let me out my room? Can you please let me out my room? Right now, she's blocking me in my room. Excuse me.
Bro, no. Can you please hear me out? Like, I'm.
What you mean, no? What do you mean, no? What do you mean? I'm trying to get out. I'm trying to put your stuff in us so you can leave.
I'm like, bitches already set up when I wasn't cheating on you.
No, I'm not saying none of that. I just asked you to leave. I just asked you to leave.
Just look at this person calling me to fucking make this shit right to tell you that I'm not cheating.
I just asked you to leave, bro. That's all I did. That's all I did.
It's set in stone that they don't want to be with me because I cheated with you. So
can you just...
here they are. The police on the way. Bro, can you please hear this man out? I've been telling him to please leave me the fuck alone, bro.
What the fuck that nigga called the car?
Can you please hear them out, bro?
Man, can you move out the way, please? She's not letting me. She's not letting me leave the room right now.
I was not cheating on you with this man, bro. I swear to God, can you please just hear me out? Like, seriously.
Hey, man, I don't want to laugh, but this man.
Because they're not even a part of, like, that. I didn't cheat on you. That's not weird. You went through my phone and I didn't cheat on you. I'm telling them to leave me the alone. That's why it's weird. And they're steady calling back and calling back and calling back and calling back to let you know that that's not what's going on with your. So what are you tripping for?
Can you let me out, please?
Like, I'm not cheating on you, bro. Can you please just hear me out? You ready to? I ain't there to tell you.
See, this is what she do. Won't even let.
I was talking to one of my guy friends that was explaining to me how easy it is to scare off a high value man. They will actually watch you from afar before they make their first move because they want to make sure that you understand what a high value person is. And if they see that you are messing around or entertaining low value men, guys who are just players and that will waste your time, then that will scare them off because they will see that you don't actually respect yourself to wait for the right person and be able to identify a low value man from a high value man. And just keep in mind that these high value men can watch you for months or even a year to make sure that before they put their time and effort into someone, that is the right person that they are choosing, so they're not wasting their time.
Y'all have y'all's little groups like, are we dating the same men? Because that's how y'all do it. A man doesn't need that. He can watch you from afar and see if this is something that he's really looking for. And you don't really understand that. That's why you be yapping about and then wonder why that man never approached you, even though he was looking at you. He looked and saw all that he needed to see and turned back and went the other way.
Not about feminism at all. I've been anti-feminist since high school because it's really destroyed dating and getting married and having kids.
Why do you think that?
Because it placates off of the natural inclination for women to be corrupt. It's a very corrupt ideology. Women have a particular innate capabilities that can make them very corrupt and manipulative. And I notice with feminism, it really magnifies that because it actually calls it a civil rights movement in the West. And it's a fake civil rights movement in the West, but it really just ends up becoming a big government situation, which is what most civil rights movements in the West is all about. It's not really about your civil rights. It's not an inequality thing because we have equal rights, but I'm at the point now where I'm like, less rights for women, the better, because it's actually becoming such a cancerous society. It's destroying family and tradition, and I'm very patriarchal.
Girls on social media talk about how they go out to the clubs now and guys don't hit on them or go up to them anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, that's because of women.
Yeah.
You did that. You did that
100%.
by blowing men up on social media or screenshotting their courting text or making fun of them or whatever the case may be. That like, now we're just tired, bro. You know what I'm saying? I am that dude. I don't go up to women when I'm out and about. Was never really my way of courting women. At a bar or club, going up to them and spitting game or whatever the case may be. That's never been my route. But I see more and more women now say we go out and men don't even come up to us anymore. Like, how are we supposed to meet somebody?
How many hours do you work, Eric?
60 hours a week.
60 hours a week. And how many hours do you work at home?
The same. More. All day, all night.
Really? And then you woke up and realised you were dreaming, you mean?
Well, my day doesn't end sometimes.
What do you mean your day don't end? It don't bloody begin. You spent time on the phone. You spent time just walking around the house, up and down. You spent time walking back and forth from a dining table with your kids. I don't know what you do with your hours. But I tell you one thing as a woman, if my husband's working, I do want to make sure that I'm doing what I should be doing at home. And then now I'm making you think about that because this is the first time I've seen you become emotional because it's the first time you've even had to sit and think about your actions. You're right.
Literally footage of her walking around the house doing nothing. But please tell me how these women are doing more in the house than men.
I slapped out of you? That's disrespectful as
There comes a time where you gotta really simplify it for a motherfucker to understand what you're really trying to say. Your discretion is advised.
But it'd be wrong if I slapped out, right?
This is where double standards come into play. That's like,
If a lion farted in your path, would you slap the shit out of a lion? No, because you know the lion's stronger than you. Don't hit me. If I'm so much stronger than you, if I'm a man, then don't hit me because your feelings hurt.
Now, the topic at hand is men and women putting their hands on each other. To start this off, I don't think anyone should be putting their hands on anyone. But in this situation, the young lady is trying to justify a woman hitting a man. She is saying it is a double standard because a woman hitting a man is not the same as a man hitting a woman. And the reason it's different is because men are naturally stronger. And her co-host is saying, well, if we are stronger, why would you ever hit a man? Because, you know, if he ever decides to hit you back, it's over with. Now, I've been on record saying that men aren't as dangerous as women say we are. And the reason for that is because women will actually hit a man. If a man is as dangerous as you say he is, you wouldn't dare. And I think the reason a young woman would do something like that in that moment is because she understands that, number one, there's a consequence to him doing that. Number two, a lot of them don't actually think that man will hit them back. Number three, we were taught at a very young age to never hit a woman back, even if she hits us. And number four, last but not least, that a man has a very high level of compassion and self-control in a lot of those situations, contrary to popular belief. Now, the young man uses a wonderful example. He says, if a lion farted in your face, would you hit the lion? Knowing what the lion is actually capable of. I don't know anyone personally that would hit that lion because we are fully aware of how much danger that lion can impose on us. And so in turn, there's a certain level of respect that you have for that lion because you know what that lion is capable of. Which also says if a woman ever puts her hands on you, she don't respect you at all. I say all that to say, as a woman, it is never a good idea to put your hands on a man. If you're not doing that out of self-defense, actual self-defense, not why I feel some kind of way so I gotta hit him. I'm talking about, oh, he's trying to hit me or he's trying to hurt me of some sort. Putting your hands on a man is a possible wish. There are some men out there that don't hold back when it's time to fight. The moral to the story is, ladies, don't put your hands on men, and men, don't put your hands on the ladies. The altercations between both genders have never been proven to solve anything. And for my fellas in particular, if you ever feel like you're even about to get to the point of doing that, you better leave immediately. And I'm not saying for the night. Leave the relationship entirely. Yeah, keep the change.
Can I just talk about how, on average, I'm opening the door for men more than they open the door for me?
Apparently, that's a problem. Otherwise, we wouldn't be hearing about it.
I knew that chivalry was, but I didn't know it was like this.
Like what? Being treated as an equal instead of a delicate, helpless woman that can't do anything for herself?
I don't mind being kind to men, opening the door for them, yeah. But it's just a little off-putting when it's 3 out of 5 times I'm opening a door for a man and he's just going right through.
Well, a lot of women do that to men. They go right through the door and don't even say thank you. But yet somehow women are offended when they're treated in the same way.
You feel like a man after that? Me personally, I wouldn't feel like a man after that. I'd feel like a bitch.
It's rather ironic that when some women want to try to insult men, they usually end up referring to them by a term that was normally used to try to insult women, insinuating that they are feminine. Anyone else see the irony there?
And do you have any respect for yourselves? You guys, on average, guys, I'm really out here opening doors for men more than they're opening for me. We're talking about grown-ass men. We're talking about grown men, grown men, weird men, okay? Me, little lady, opening the door for you 3 to 5 times is kind of weird.
Interesting. And that goes right along with a little trend that I've been noticing, that some women really despise gender roles, except when it comes to men. They think that men apparently should stay in certain gender roles, but that it doesn't apply to women. Except, of course, when it benefits them.
Really like that she was shedding light on what a lot of men are facing and what a lot of men are dealing with. I think she said something in particular. It's not all women, but it's always a woman. It's always a woman in my comments. Right. And there was actually another man, because when you hold them accountable, they don't like that. There was actually another man, young man, that he posted stuff basically disparaging men, or talking about the cons of a man. Right. Women are all, oh, yeah. And he said, I posted that one first. And then I came back and I posted one about women. And now all of a sudden I got women in my comments telling me that my mom don't love me. My mom didn't raise me right. And stuff even worse than that. What happened to all of the support? What happened to, oh, yeah, you go get him, this, that. What happened to all that? See, I knew y'all going to do that. Exactly. Because modern women, they don't like to be held accountable for anything.